welcome back to this new tutorial. My name is Bruno Flaven. I've just released this article on February and we are in March right now. So it mostly is about the carbon cost of intelligence, artificial intelligence, AI. So because we all know that in terms of sustainability, artificial intelligence is pretty energy consuming, so it's called energy hog. And I was wondering what kind of tools I can have and what kind of KPI I can decide and I can define to measure the carbon print of using artificial intelligence. The fact that well, I've made a podcast of this old article with the help of Notebook LLM. So if you are tired or you don't want to read the article, you can think about listening to the podcast. The fact that there's a lot of element and there's not much tools, and so I've gone with different kind of stuff. So basically, well, I just show you if you're interested. Right here, you have my GitHub account, which is given at the beginning of the article right here. Okay, so just to show you this is correct. It goes directly to the correct directory, but it's all in IE usage, and you can find it quickly like this one. If you like my work, you can subscribe to my YouTube channel. And so let's close down. So I have download my old stuff, and I'm going to go through my walkthrough. So basically, I'm going to present you my environment. First of all, I have these first windows where I have installed everything that is required for a carbon footprint. This is the environment I'm using. I'm using Anaconda. Okay, so this is where I'm going to launch the stuff. Right here, I have Olama installed. So this is Olama, and you see I've created a specific distribution with Mistral. I've created what we call a model, which is this one. I've created this model, and I give the ability to create this model. It's pretty easy. Where is it? Is it this one? You go in the directory, and then you define the Mistral, and you create based on Mistral, on the Mistral that you have already downloaded, you create this model. I've just released Mistral Poet, which is used to create poetry because I have not enough space to have two models, which is almost 4 gigabytes. So let's say I'm gonna launch the Olama. I'm gonna run this one. So you just have to say Olama list. So you get the list. By the way, you have Olama help if you need to know the command. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna run this model name Mistral Poet latest, which is this one. So I'm not gonna use RM. Where is he? This is this one. So I'm gonna type. Okay, and for instance, is able to create poetry. So I'm going to show you what he's doing. He's creating poetry based on the question that I've given, and so because he's using the template as a basic for the command, for the prompt. Okay, large language model to a specific stuff. So let's exit from it. I think this is what we have, and I'm going to retype this one. So what I have to show you, so yeah, first of all, I was also wondering how can I represent, how can I use, let's say I have made 3 different, which is our only dashboard in a way. So this is how can I represent the monitoring of stuff. So it's just proposals. You know, I made it in French and in English, but I was wondering how can I measure and what are the values I can use to monitor some stuff. So let's say I have this one. This one is more complex. I can show you, but it's a kind of thinking about what kind of monitoring you can have when you have, or decision metrics when you have some some test, defining project and KPI, and try to find a kind of representation, Also, this is pretty basic, but anyway, that was my concern, and I was wondering how can I reintegrate I think it's called ecological, well, yeah, the corporate social responsibility. I always know it in different language. So this is the corporate social responsibility. I was wondering if I can integrate it into the decisional matrix. And let's say the last one was the most complete. It's a kind of mix of everything, but for sure it has to be well better made. So for instance, you say test one, and then you can think about what kind of stuff and comparing your different project between the two. For instance, let's say two and say high, and then you have two, and then it is restring. So you can think about that, having different representation, of your different project for with intelligence artificial to show you what can be the different criteria and what can be very useful in order to say, okay, this is too energy consuming. Anyway, and my second concern was how locally can I use. So I think I have targeted two tools that was monitoring the footprint carbon. That was where it was. That was this one uses CodeCarbon, and also so this is this one. You can find different language, different link, and the other one was Eco2AI. And you have also the initiatives called carbontxt.org, but it's more like this one was pretty good. You have few elements, but it's a bit disappointing, let's say. But anyway, my ID, so that was this one. I'm gonna make it. So I'm gonna open it. So I'm gonna leverage. So this is 12. As I have down, if I look at the code, as I have download the Mistral stuff and create this poem, I'm gonna measure the action of prompting this LLM locally. But I think I should stop my computer because I guess I have to come back in a second video where I leave the much space on my computer. So see you in a minute for the second video.